is One Fat Boy, and here are my NBA game predictions for May 7th. Tonight there's two games. I'll be going over the spreads and over unders for each of them, and some parlay picks too. For Boston at Milwaukee, be going with Boston +2, as I think with this time off, I think Boston's able to formulate a game plan, as Milwaukee's coaching overall, it's like they're not known for their adjustments. They're just known for having better talent than everyone else in the league. Like, in all honesty, the Bucks should 4-0 every series, no matter what. They just have better talent than every other team in the league, but yet they somehow squander games. But that's what I see. But I think Boston, they're going to win by their game plans, which I think they'll be able to keep their adjustments, maybe make some on the fly, at least keep the game close, maybe come out with a win. But that's why I'd lean towards Boston +2, just for coaching overall and mostly defensive schemes too. Another reason why I'd go with an under for this game of under 213, as both teams can play very good defense. Boston's a little bit more consistent, but we'll see how Milwaukee changes their defense to affect Brown and Tatum. But overall, I think this will be a defensive game, so under 213. For Memphis at Golden State, we lean towards Memphis +7, as I really don't see either team winning by more than 7 points, so that's why I would just lean towards Memphis +7 overall. I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors win, but also vice versa. I wouldn't be surprised if Memphis wins either. But I expect a close game. The only reason why this game wouldn't be close is if Golden State figures out a way to slow down Morant, and Golden State also makes their threes. I think I think both those have to happen for Golden State to win by more than 10 points. I think Memphis, if they can just rebound the ball consistently, and just others are able to step up in case Morant is not having a great game, I think Memphis will stay within 7 and possibly get a win. I'll be leaning towards an under for this game. It's just, if I really don't know how a game's going to go in its playoffs, just take the under, which I think I kind of see this in this game as well, because I don't see Golden State popping off crazy from 3, but they are playing at home, so maybe so. And then, but if I can also see just Memphis just struggling in general on offense, I wouldn't be surprised seeing an under 100 points for this game. That might be a bold assumption, but I think the scoring is very wide ranges for each of these teams, and I just have to go under for playoffs. But overall, I could see either or going, but I think a spread of Memphis +7 would be the safer of these two bets. But I think this game, I really don't have a general prediction, just a close game. And then for best parlay picks, so these are all FanDuel. They're all just around that -110 mark. So for Boston and the Celtics, for Boston and the Bucks game, I have Giannis over 30.5 points, as I think Giannis, he's gonna score a point one way or another. He always racks up at least 20, usually over 30. So seeing over 30.5 points, that doesn't seem too far-fetched. And then Marcus Smart, I think he's just in the game a lot. He's just eventually just going to have more than 14 points. So that's why I'd choose that one for an over. And then Tatum, he's been doing well on rebounds just over the playoffs. So having him have more than 6.5 rebounds, I see that as very possible. And then Giannis, even though he's been passing the ball better, I think he's going to take it upon himself to try and score the ball more this game, put more pressure on the Boston defense. So that's why I'd lean towards an under 7.5 assists. And for the Warriors and the Grizzlies game, I lean towards Jaren Jackson over 15.5 points. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, if you're in the game, it will score points a little bit more easier. And if I think Memphis is going to keep the game close and he's going to take some pressure off Morant, I think one of those players that will step up is Jaren Jackson. I'll be going with Bane under 18.5 points, as this back injury, I know he's going through something. So seeing 18.5 points, and with someone who's slightly injured, that's why I'd lean towards an under for that. For Morant, we're going under 8.5 rebounds. I know his rebounds kind of all over the place, but he's in the game a lot, so there's a lot of rebounds that will just fall in his lap. But getting over 9 rebounds, I think a little bit of a stretch, but honestly, I won't be surprised if he has 10. But seeing 8.5 that high up, that I would just have to go in under 8.5 rebounds. And then Jaren Jackson, if you can stay out of foul trouble, and he's like 7 feet tall, he's a tall dude, should be able to grab 7 rebounds. But I swear, each time I go and like place a bet like this for him, he's gonna be like, nah, 3. That's the most you get. But I think he should be able to get over like 7 rebounds. And then Morant, I think Golden State is gonna set up a scheme where they're gonna force Morant to pass the ball, and I think Memphis's players will make that shot when he passes it. So that's why I lean towards Morant over 8.5 assists. Thanks for watching. As always, bet responsibly. Good luck on your bets and enjoy watching these games. And once again, thank you for watching.